Hello everyone, this is Chris with Sticker Fab. Today we are in North Fort Myers with our 2024 Acura Integra Type S. What we are going to do is an installation of these little bumper overlays. Now you have that inset in the front bumper and you have it in the rear bumper. When I was making these templates, I was like, well, we have a lot of gold, so I'll just make them in gold. And I really like actually how gold looks on the black, but today I'm going to redo it in red just for the video. I don't know what we'll end up on. We have a number of colors. We can even color print things. We can do patterns. We can do reflective. We can do glow in the dark. There will be a lot of options on this listing over time and as you guys request different things. The inlays for the front and the back are actually the same size, and you will get 4 total sets. That's 1 primary and then 1 backup for each end of the vehicle. As you can see there, I've removed it. The way I did this template is instead of just making it like the inset, because that can change up the logo a little, I actually found the logo first and then tried to modify it just enough to fit in there. What we will do is grab a microfiber and some detailing spray without wax. We don't want wax in between the adhesive layer and the paint. We'll clean the whole installation area off, and then we are going to apply this letter by letter. I'm going to use a little Sticker Fab installation fluid. It's going to make it easier, and I'm also going to grab a small screwdriver so I can place the vinyl on the end of it and then insert it into the inset. All right, so I always recommend that you do these installs in 75 to 85 degree weather, and definitely if it's warm, do it in the shade. We don't want the heat stretching that vinyl. We can always apply heat later to help dry it out, get the adhesive to stick just a little bit more. So I've just cleaned that area off. I will be using the Sticker Fab installation fluid with this. You can go dry, but if you have a little bit of fluid, you can make sure that there are no bubbles that get stuck in there a lot more easily than if you go in dry. So let me make sure this is in view. All right, so I have this really small screwdriver. My hands are clean. I'm gonna take that eye and I'm gonna line it up. I'll push down with my finger once I get the alignment right. And just push down. So when I first did this template, I had to go get the car washed, and I didn't wait that long, but I went through an automatic car wash. I know that's horrible. And these stuck really well. It's just super hot out here, so I'm just gonna spray a little bit more fluid. I'm gonna grab the next letter, put it on the tip of that screwdriver. Guide it in there. So the end's gonna be a little bit more tricky than the eye. Obviously, eye is pretty easy. I'm gonna push it down gently. See, having the fluid lets me push it down and then move it around just a little bit. As it dries out, it'll become more sticky, so I'll come back and just push it with my fingers a little bit more. See how it's sliding around right now? That's fine as long as we get it pretty much in the right place. We can wait for it to dry out and come back to it. We'll grab our T. Make sure we're guiding that alignment so it goes exactly where we want it to go. Being very careful how we use this screwdriver. Being very gentle, very patient. Okay, push that down. Grab this E. Don't allow that E to bunch up. Make sure we're guiding it into that channel. Remember, we give you 2 sets for each end of the vehicle, so if for some reason you don't use sticker fab installation fluid, you use something else and it's a little too soapy, most customers will use Dawn dish soap and a cup of water, just a drop of the dish soap and a cup of water, but sometimes they make the mixture a little bit too soapy. You can come back and redo the letters without it. If you do this installation dry, you just have to be a little bit more careful with your placement, because it will stick pretty quickly. I'll hold the G there, move the screwdriver out a little bit. So like I said, I tried to stay as true to the actual logo as possible. Didn't want people to look at this and be like, that looks a little weird in there. So that end has dried out a little bit. Now I can push it down and really get it to stick. All right, almost done. I'm not going to show you the installation of the front because it is exactly the same. Make sure you don't scrape that screwdriver or toothpick or whatever you're using on the paint. Keep it over the vinyl. That last letter, just gotta center it. There we have it. Push it in. Let it dry in the sun. Check on it before you start driving. Make sure everything's down, everything's dry. Sure to finish up that front as well. So after we finish these installs, I like to give you a once over of how it looks on the vehicle. Now, we do own this vehicle, so if you guys have any other ideas for vinyl products that you want, please let us know. We like to make the most out of these vehicles while we have them. I'm really liking the Type S. It's good to be back in a vehicle that's a little bit more engaging. Manual transmission. Have been driving automatic transmission for quite a while now. In this town, you don't really get to go that fast, so it's fun to have something, like I said, a little bit more engaging. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already, and hit that bell notification icon for latest and greatest things we're coming out with for the 2023 and up Acura Integra.